What up guys, this is Kashi, Calisthenics Ninja, Professional Acrobat. Welcome to the channel and the very first video. I'm right now on my third week after my surgery on both patella tendons. My injury was actually patella tendon ruptures on both knees. How did this happen? In a trampoline. I wish I could say something interesting like I was doing a triple backflip combined with an insane double bit twist or something like that, but no, that was not the case. I was just trying to get some air, and on that power jump that we used to prepare like that big trick, in the moment where I was preparing for that trick, then I just heard the snap. That was plap, like when you hit two wooden sticks at the same time. That was the sound that I heard, and I landed on top of the trampoline with the biggest pain I've ever had. So a lot of questions came to my mind when I received this injury, and nobody could tell me any information about me having this patella injury in both knees. It usually happens in one knee. So this is the type of injury that will take professional gymnasts out of the Olympic training or NFL players out of the field. This is exactly one of those injuries. So this is to encourage especially athletes, dancers, and you guys that are like the warriors, always training, always making your craft better, because this type of injury can be very discouraging because it takes time in order to get back to our activities. And if you think it sucks for you, well, guess what? I do live in the New York, New Jersey area. So when this happened, I was actually booked for two very important jobs, and on top of that I had a final callback for a very known Broadway musical, and it drove me back, but I'm still not discouraged. So it took at the moment because I was already booked for two jobs that were gonna be like the difference for me financially and in every aspect of my artistic craft. But hey, it happened. We'll get up, we'll be back, and we'll be back stronger. I want to apologize for the quality of the sound right now because I don't have a mic, but I wanted to take this series of videos actually in real time. So I didn't want, to have like make my third week while I was in the fourth or fifth one. So this is actually my real third week after my injuries. So this is how it goes. In the first 2 weeks after my surgery, I was with these leg braces on and I could not move whatsoever. I was told to stay in bed. As long as my legs were straight, I was good. The first 2 weeks I was not supposed to put any weight. That means no standing, just laying in the bed with my legs straight. When they took my stitches out, like you're seeing in this picture over here, that was by the end of my second week, and I had two tasks, homework to do by the doctors, which was I can try to lift my legs without bending them, and from then on I could always put weight on my legs, meaning standing, not weighted exercises. Put weight means standing. That I could stand as long as I was wearing my braces and using the crutches at the same time. So the exercises that I was told to do by that moment was to lift my legs with my leg braces on in order to engage the quadriceps and the nerves, the muscles, and everything that goes together in order to engage everything. Because what happens is that the patella tendon is actually attached by your quadriceps, your thighs, and the tibia. So in order to engage that, we have to do like certain exercises for that. So the first 2 weeks really sucks because you cannot do absolutely nothing. By the end of the second week is where like the previous exercises start. Now, me being a calisthenics ninja, how I like to call it, I always kept my upper body, not forgetting so much about my upper body, doing my dips with the back of my bed and what have you. now I'm able to work out and do certain things as long as I am not bending my knees. Like I'm showing you right now, this was by the end of my second week. To be exact, this happened 17 days after surgery. You can see that I'm able to actually do some pull-ups and some leg raises. The only thing with that was that by that set alone, I was so drained and tired. And then I'm going to explain why I was so tired, even with the workouts that I'm used to do. So, anyways, what we're trying to get in the next 9 months is back to my previous body, which was this. And at the same time, to reach the skill set, but I said to myself that I'm gonna reach it even better. If you want to see a set of the things that I was able to do before my injury, there's a link below that you can see. It's called Calisthenics and TRX by Takeshi Kampoka. You can check that out just if you want to see how I was able to do certain things. So now I'm actually in my third week, and I'm gonna be showing you what I can actually be doing by this time. Okay, first off, if you can see in this little clip over here, this is how my knees were back then. You can see how am I healing the knees over here. Trust me, it looked a lot worse before the injury, and it's still swollen. One of the things that you're gonna notice when you're wearing these things for such a long time is how skinny your legs get. And they dry out, you know, when you're not using much of it in the meantime. So I'm gonna take the braces off, because by now I'm able to do a lot better the exercises. Now going to the workout. This is my third week. By the second week, I can tell you this: I was not able to lift my leg more than 2 inches, and that was with the leg braces on. You're gonna notice that the leg braces have like this metal part over here that does not allow you to bend your knee. Okay, so once I do it without the leg braces, it's a little bit more painful because I'm fighting against the gravity that is trying to bend my knee, you know. But one of the things that I can say is that the difference between my second and my third week, it's insane. I can lift more, I can engage my thighs more. I'm sorry I could not give you a video of how it was for my second week, but for example, engaging my thigh, I was not able to contract like that hard rock contraction with my thigh because I had no access to it. You have to like awake your thigh, you have to like awake your muscles, and the best way to do that is even before the surgery, you know, doing your leg pumps, your point flex exercises, the 1, 2, 1, 2, and alternating those. One of the things that I was told after my second week when they took my stitches out was to try to get those contractions in my legs, even if I was not able to lift them. Just trying to contract. By now that is the end of my third week, I can feel the contraction a lot more. Like I'm finally gaining access to them. What this does is it will attach everything together. What that means is that the patellar tendon is actually attached with your quadriceps and your tibia. So when you're engaging your thigh, you're like connecting everything in order to lift. So like I said, by the second week I was not able to do 2 inches, and now I do it, and on the left I can actually lift a lot more than 2 inches. Go side to side, I have more movement. I can stay there, I can fall asleep almost over there, but I still feel something in my knee. Okay, I can even do my rotations, point flex. This is, I repeat, 3 weeks after surgery. I think I received in my injury, I received more damage in the right one because I do feel the left like more safe to do this type of things. More effort is I have to put in the right one, so I engage I can do it, but I can feel that I'm putting a lot more. That point and flex, it's more tiring than in the left one. Like this one, I'm actually toying around with this one. You know, with the right one, I'm not toying that much, but I can still have the movement, which is a good thing. Feeling that you have access to your legs again is like the best feeling in the world, especially for an acrobat and an athlete. So this is the end of my my third week. 2 things I was told to do. 1, trying to lift my legs without bending my knee. The bending process is gonna start between my 5th and 6th week. For some people it starts sooner, but because I don't have a good leg to compensate the bad one, they're both bad at the moment. My doctor is trying to keep it safe for me, and you know, getting as much attention to that welding process of my tendon with my kneecap. So yeah, the upper body workout, I have not forgotten about them. I've had some limitations in order to do them, because I didn't want to, you know, like abuse with putting so much weight. Can I walk? Yes, absolutely. But I can walk as long as I have my leg braces on and my my crutches. As long as I have them both, I can walk, I can go upstairs, I can go downstairs. I'm not able to drag it. Things that has to do with bending my knees, I cannot do them yet. But one of the things that I can tell you is that I will be coming out of this. I will be coming out of this stronger, and it's a process that I will have to go through. If you're by some reason going through this injury, I'm not gonna tell you like, hey, start reading 1,000 books about, you know, self-development and the law of attraction is gonna do this for you. That's not what I'm saying. But I can tell you that one of the things that I've been doing is that I've been doing a lot of research about my craft, about my injury, and about other things that maybe I didn't pay attention to them because I thought I was so busy doing other things, you know. So I do not like to waste time watching Netflix series for the whole day, like watching 10 episodes of one series. I'm avoiding to do that. I want to use my time, you know, a little bit more into the learning, feeding my brain, and doing that sort of thing. And so, yeah, that process is gonna take at least 6 months in order for the recuperation and everything, but it's not over here. Okay, we're gonna get out of this better, stronger, and about those gigs, they will come back, or probably others better. Thank you for watching.